Hey guys, it's Janae-Nae, and I'm gonna get off the tea today. So, this is story time. If you didn't read the title, it's about my first heartbreak. The first girl that ever broke my heart. I'd never been broken up before this, but this day, my heart was like, oh my god. You know, I go to camp every year. And you know, it's only a week long. There, I meet this girl named Miranda. You know, one of my friends had introduced me to Miranda. All this, you know, we're kicking it, having fun, chilling. Then, and the camp comes. Once, with the church that I go to, there's camp, there's a week after camp, and then there's youth conference. Last year, the youth conference was in New York. I had got Miranda's information after camp. We was cool. So after camp, we was all talking and stuff. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see you again at youth conference. Coolin', we're just friends. Then we meet up at this place in Ellicott City. And then we all get a bus, 1, 2, or 3. You even get a chaperone group. So I was on bus 2. Miranda was on bus 3. So I was like, Miranda the only person I really started to like at camp. So how about I get all my stuff and sneak on bus 3. One of the little chaperones noticed that I was missing from her group. So they come looking at all the buses. They get to bus 3. Miranda saw one of them coming. She knew they was looking for me. So she got up and sat on my lap to cover me. I was like, what are you doing? She was like, shh, a leader coming. So I'm like, okay, I'm being quiet. It's all good. At one of the little pit stops, because we're going all the way to New York, so we obviously got to get a pit stop. Me and Miranda get out, and we go to the snack machine. You know, I get her something, and, you know, we ate. One of the leaders sees me. She was like, oh, I didn't know you were on the trip. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I came. She was like, oh, I didn't see you. Well, you're in my group, and I need you to get your things off of bus 3 and come back to our group. I was like, I don't like that idea. So I was like, can I ask the chaperone if I can stay in her group at least? She was like, only if she says yes. I'm like, okay. So that I asked her, she was like, sure, you know, more people, you know, the merrier. I was like, okay, you know, good. So then we go back. Then something happened. She was real live. She was just flirting. We were both flirting. But I'm saying, she initiated it. Because, first, I would never flirt with a straight girl. This is church camp. I wasn't getting that type of vibe with her. So I'm like, what you doing? So she was like, oh, I bet you got so many hoes in your phone, this and that. I was like, me? No, I definitely don't. She was like, I know you do. I was like, sorry, I don't. I mean, we were just talking, chilling. Then she fell asleep on me. So I was just up. Then I eventually fell asleep. When she wake up, she woke me up. I let you sleep. Why you ain't gonna let me sleep? When she woke me up, we was sharing the headphones, just listening to music. Then I think she turned around and tried to get something. Something happened, and our lips almost touched. So I was like, whoa, what if that almost happened? What if that would have happened? She was like, so I was like, no. Anyway, we get through youth conference. I'm still with her bus or whatever. We chilling, just bonding. We was just flirting deeper too. We was just, it was everybody knew we had a thing, but it was we don't have a thing. Eventually, last day of youth conference comes. We on our way home. She slept the whole way. I was so mad. So mad. But anyway, she wake up. We back in Maryland. And we both had to go to the bathroom. When they stopped, we went to the bathroom, and I'm not gonna tell where, but it was this building. Then we went to the bathroom, waited for our rides to take us home, and then something happened, and we kissed. Now, I was her first girl kiss, and she was mine. She was all hype. She was like, ha 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 ha. She was, let's do it again. I was like, so I can't remember. I think the first time was a peck. It was so funny. Okay, wait. I'm not gonna tell her yet. But, I think it was a peck or something, and then we did it again, and it might have been a little deeper. I don't know. We was like, oh, we've been in here for a while, it's time for us to go back on and see if our ride's here. Then, when we're leaving out the bathroom, the woman who was taking me home, her son came in the building looking for me. So, he was like, oh, Janae, there you are, it's time for us to go. I'm like, okay, but we was looking a little suspicious because only we know what just happened, but we was looking suspicious. He like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing, I'm chilling. That's it. And then we talking after whatever happened in the building, and you know, she was like, I think we should talk about it. I was like, no, like that was a one-time thing. She was like, how do my lips taste or something like that? So she asked. I was like, your lips were crusty. Not crusty, like not like crusty crab. Like I'm not even trying to dog her or nothing. Like her lips was a little dry. You could have had some chapstick or something. And she was like, oh, you want to ask how your lips taste? I was like I don't like the word taste. Like it's cringy, but I was like, sure. How are they? She was like, oh, you know, they're really soft, this and that, you know. So let's get down to the real stuff. Eventually, we started talking, thinking that we was actually in a real relationship. I'm gonna tell y'all why we wasn't. One, because we was long distance. The last time we saw each other was that kiss in the building. They ain't seen each other in what, months? Come on now. So anyway, so we think we in a long distance relationship, all this and that. You know, we all booed up. We had a real open relationship. We could tell each other about anything. Then, so when conditioning comes, I cheered last year. So I was like, when conditioning came, you know, I told her about this girl. Dang, what are we gonna name her? I told her about this girl named Chocolate. I'm like, you know, I saw this. Actually, no. What do I call her? Clover. Clover was like, oh, go talk to Chocolate. I was like, but what about Miranda? She was like, you and Miranda, not even nothing serious. Like, y'all just a summertime fling. I was like, you know what? You're right. She was like, but go talk to Chocolate. I was like, you know, no, because Chocolate don't even look like she go that way. She was like, okay, but Chocolate not gonna know that you're trying to come on to her like that. I was like, she is. Like, I'm awkward. She was like, you know, I know. She don't know. I was like, but Clover, I can't. I can. She was like, okay. So then, you know, I go home, tell Miranda about Chocolate, whatever. I was like, oh, I don't look at her like that. She's really pretty. She like, okay. Miranda didn't even find Chocolate the problem. Miranda thought Clover was the problem. I was like, Clover's my best friend. Why would I? Ew. Anyway, she was like, oh, I feel some type of way about you and Clover. I was like, okay, well, me and Clover not going nowhere because that's my bestie for the rest of you. Like, no, like, girl, you need to be worried about Chocolate. But, you know, anyway, I didn't say all that. I was like, okay, like, all right, whatever. I think Chocolate was clowning me for saying, because I had this big old water jug. So she was like, ha, 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 you know, saying something to me. I was like, and I was laughing, but like, I was like blushing real hard. So Clover had recorded it on Snapchat. Now, Miranda had Clover Snapchat because she didn't trust me and Clover, thinking I wanted Clover when I wanted Chocolate. I think that's how she saw it. She was like, oh, you're smiling that face. Is that? I was like, calm down. Like, it's not even like that. Like, it's, no. She was like, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. But she was a little salty. She didn't talk to me for like 2 days. School year start, she started finding out a little bit more about Chocolate, this and that. Like, she started seeing her on my Snapchat more. She started seeing like subliminals on Snapchat. A subliminal is like, it's like you said something but don't act that person. Like, I was like, oh, you know, she a baddie, I'm gonna get her. But I never added and said at Chocolate. So it was like, I'm just posting little subliminals on Snapchat. And Miranda like, who you talking about, blah, blah. I was like, I was talking about you. She's like, no, like, you already got me. Who you talking about? I'm like, nobody. Like, it's nothing. So then my phone got taken because I did something at the beginning of the year. I hated my gym teacher. If you're, I didn't like you. I get my phone back like late September. The same day I got my phone back, I'm like, oh, hey, babe, you know, blah, 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 talking to Miranda. Miranda like, oh, I can't do this no more. We gotta break up. I was like, okay. I'm asking her questions. My heart is broken. I was like, hold up, why? Like, I'd never been broken up before. Like, even though I was low-key losing feelings, like, it was like, at the time, I felt I was in love. I'm going to tell you, I've used this word so many times, it only meant it one relationship. So I'm telling you, I was like, oh, but I love you, this and that. Why? Like, you know, why? She was like, oh, I can't do this. I feel like you're cheating, this and that. Now I look back, I'm like, how am I cheating? We're not even together. Like, why you leave me? So I cried about it. Like, I was in my feels. Something happened. I had left Chocolate alone. No, you know what? That's a different story time. If you want to find out what happened with me and Chocolate, or if you want to find out what happened to me at the time I fell for a junior, I will definitely give that to y'all. So, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Don't comment below If you think you know who Miranda is, or if you think you know who Chocolate is, that's the whole reason for the code names. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and that was the tea. That was my first heartbreak. Like, comment, subscribe.